1095.com. Appreciate you hanging out with us on this relatively frigid Wednesday morning. It is going to be colder later in the week. Look, today we get up to 46, partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, 48. Got a 20% chance of showers on Friday and 44. And then 26 degrees on Saturday. How about Saturday morning? -2 wind chill. -2 in the wind chill department.
That is not right. We're in Alabama, folks, not Alaska. What the heck?
-2.
But here's again, we got to look at the silver lining in all of this.
What's the silver lining, Valerie?
That there's not really any moisture.
That's true.
Coming out of the sky, because if it was, we might be looking at a snowstorm or ice or something.
And despite the fact that they call it wind chill, I have not noticed a lot of wind lately either. You walk outside.
Wait until Saturday morning.
Yeah, apparently there's going to be something.
I'm hearing that I get to go out in the early morning weather where it may feel like -2.
That's the claim, yes. -2. How about that?
You're going out in this on Saturday?
He doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, I have things to do Saturday morning.
Oh, that's right.
He's big time radio star.
Just go straight from the warm house to the warm car to the warm building and then
if I
back.
had a garage, but I don't.
Wow. Can you build one between now and then?
I'm going to say probably not. I mean, I'm fairly talented, but not really in that way.
Not with that attitude,
Those
anyway.
are extreme.
I can tell you.
I'm sorry. That's an extreme temperature.
It is crazy.
Golly.
Anthony and Company Jewelers, 2080 Valladale Road, next to Ragtime Cafe. What a good place to go and purchase that Valentine's Day special gift for that special someone. First off, it's warm inside. I can tell you that. Secondly, nicest people on the planet. Thirdly, huge selection. You can have them arrange or rearrange. Move things around, say, well, I like that stone, but I like that setting. They'll be happy to make that work for you the way you want. And then you can also have them design something from scratch. Now, I don't know if they can get it done by Valentine's Day. We're less than 3 weeks away at this point, but you can certainly ask. At the very least, if you're updating a piece or taking a piece out of their case and having it changed just in a minor way, they can most certainly get that done for you because they do it all the time. All repairs are done in-house. The selection is huge. The prices are so low. They can't afford to have a sale. You can find out more online at anthonycojewelers.com. anthonycojewelers.com. Anthony and Company Jewelers, 2080 Valleydale Road, next to Ragtime Cafe. Let's do this, shall we?
And now, it's Dixon and Vining's top 3 things you need to know.
An Arizona man accused of human smuggling was shot by federal authorities after he took a few shots at a helicopter. 34-year-old Patrick Gary Schlegel has a significant criminal history, including an active federal arrest warrant for an escape related to a previous federal alien smuggling conviction. He actually was out and about around 7:30 a.m. near the town of Aravica, Arizona, just miles from the southern border. Agents recognized a vehicle that belonged to a suspect related to a possible human trafficking incident from hours earlier, whichever in the car fled during a stop. This according to Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos. Hours later, agents spotted the same vehicle, made another traffic stop. This was Patrick Gary Schlegel, and he once again fled the vehicle on foot, then took a couple of shots at a U.S. Customs and Border Protection helicopter. They then fired on him and then rendered him aid after he got hit, because that's how they do things.
Yeah, that's not a very good idea to be firing a gun at U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
No, it's probably a bad idea.
Oh.
It happens. Whoopsie.
Yeah.
He's down now.
That's how that goes.
Yeah, boy. What else can I tell you? Alex Pretty, a guy who was shot in the latest Minnesota rioting. What are we calling it? You know, I mean, that's really the question, isn't it?
It's more of a riot or you're not protesting. We're way past protesting.
Obstruction, interference might be a way to put it. Agitating, yes, okay. He was known to the feds. He suffered a broken rib in a violent confrontation with agents a week before. Border Patrol officers killed him there in Minneapolis. The ICU nurse, who apparently was no longer working at that hospital, told a pal he saw ICE agents chasing what he described as a family on foot. He stopped his car during the earlier incident around a week before, and he began shouting and blowing on a whistle, at which point he was tackled by 5 agents saying, "Hey, knock that off. You have to stop alerting people that we're here." And he says one of the agents actually left him with a broken rib after leaning on his back. He was following broken rib protocol, taking the right medication for such a thing. There's only so much you can do for a broken rib, you
There's
know.
not much at all.
It's pretty sad. You kind of just hope that it all seals up the way it's supposed to.
Yep.
And then he
And
decided,
don't take deep breaths.
yeah. And then he decided, you know what? I think I'll take a gun and go down to this other protest too, and see if I can't make something happen there. What a bad idea.
Terrible.
What a bad idea. This is one of those deals where you just have to make a decision as an adult. What am I hoping for? What's the goal here? What do I think is going to happen? What's the best case scenario? And taking a gun is probably not part of that. Hitchhiker's Guide to Why There May Be a Partial Government Shutdown on Saturday. Well, after the Alex Preddy killing, there are a lot of Democrats who have lost any and all taste for funding the Department of Homeland Security. Republicans, of course, are not going to stop on this. They're saying, no, we're going to continue to fund ICE. We're going to continue to fund the Department of Homeland Security. You know, we managed to deport somewhere in the neighborhood of over 2 million illegal immigrants in 1 year. Now, many of them self-deported.
Yes.
Okay, using the CBP thing. That's
Got
great.
that $1,000 and an opportunity to maybe come back into the country legally.
Come back and do it properly if
Yep.
they like. That's good. We also got about 660,000 out through force, picking them up and packing them away and sending them to where they're supposed to go. So you got about 2 million altogether, a little over 2 million altogether, or so they say. If we've picked up 170 actual American citizens accidentally, and if we have 2 people killed as a result of this and 1 injured by gunfire from ICE agents, that is a failure rate that is so low it is almost inexpressible as a percentage. It's a 0.0002%, you know? It's crazy low. Any other government program like, say, I don't know, that deal in Minnesota where they're handing money out to daycares, if they had a failure rate of that level, people would be lauding them and giving them awards, okay? So this is, you don't stop funding it because of a couple of incidents. They're not good incidents. Nobody's saying there are good incidents. Nobody's happy that Renee Good is dead. Nobody's happy that Alex Preddy is dead, okay?
But again, that's their own action. They're dead because of what led to their own actions and being involved. If they had peacefully been protesting, they'd been on the sidewalk, they wouldn't be dead. They'd be alive. And ICE would be able to do their job. They're just slowing them down. This process is taking twice as long, maybe 10 times longer, because of these people impeding and police being told to stand down in that community, not giving them the help that they need.
Creating more problems.
Right.
Scott Jennings said it perfectly. He said, you're not seeing this in Texas. You're not seeing this in Florida. You're not seeing this in others. Tennessee doesn't have this. So they're going and getting illegal immigrants in those states. But you know why you're not seeing the kind of riots that you're seeing? Because people are staying home and going, good, enforce the law. Go do what you're supposed to do.
And thank you, law
pick these people up.
enforcement, for doing that. Let me
Right.
bring you some breakfast.
Yeah, good job.
Let me get you a cup of coffee.
Well done. We appreciate you. Hail fellow, well met. Because Minnesota is insistent on protecting their illegal immigrants, in many cases, very bad people who have committed horrible crimes. Why are you protecting them? Because you are insistent upon doing that. This is why you're ending up with this situation going very, very slowly and taking a long time and people getting hurt when it shouldn't be happening. They're not going to stop, okay? Trump says we're going to de-escalate this. Okay, fine.
Yeah, that means a lot different than, hey, we're going to get our ICE agents out of there,
Yeah.
which is what they all want.
No.
But that's not going to happen.
Can't do it.
Nope.
Not if we're going to get rid of these illegal immigrants. Look, there's a huge deal here that is involved in this. 2 million out now. If you could get 2 million more next year, that would be big. 2 million more the year after that, that would be big. 2 million more the year after that. If you could somehow, and who knows, maybe they can do more. Maybe they can do less. I don't know. If you could get rid of 8 million illegal immigrants by the 2028 election, a couple of things are going to happen. Number one, fewer illegal immigrants voting. We know that they did. They even did here in this state, a state where we pride ourselves on having a pretty good system
Pretty tight.
to keep that from happening. You know it's happening in Pennsylvania, it's happening in Wisconsin, it's happening in California, it's happening in places where they don't have a system anywhere near as good as ours is.
And they don't have it like we have it,
Right.
and they're doing that on purpose. They want there to be loopholes and ways to get around and have people that shouldn't be voting. I mean, they showed it with some of these daycares that there were 20, 40, 50, 60 ballots, blank ballots coming in for them to fill out. And you're like, Hello, come on. What system of voting do you have here? This is terrible.
The other thing that's going to happen is the 2030 census will look a lot different
They sure will,
because there won't
and that's
be.
going to change things.
That's going to change things
Yes.
exponentially. It may mean that there will be fewer seats in places like Texas and Florida where there are a lot of illegal immigrants, but in reality, it's going to mean even worse for places like California and New York because not only are you getting the illegal immigrants out of there, but you've also had this mass exodus. California's had more people move out of it than into it for the past 2 years.
That's a
Pretty
problem.
amazing.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. So if that trend continues, and we see every reason to believe that it will, California loses seats in the House. California loses electoral college votes. New York loses seats in the House, loses electoral college votes. Those tend to get added to the states where those people are moving, which is Texas,
Florida,
Tennessee.
Yep.
Even Alabama's on that list. Hello, hello. So, yeah, it's going to be a real game changer. And this is, once again, Donald Trump thinking long game and saying, we don't have to do anything illegal. We don't have to game the system at all. All we have to do is get the illegal immigrants who aren't supposed to be here out of here.
That's it.
We do that, and Republicans have a fighting chance going forward. Nice change of pace, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
You want to change of pace? How about getting some more testosterone into your body? The Alabama Men's Clinic can make that happen for you. $99 for your initial consultation is all it takes. The Alabama Men's Clinic has been in business here in the state of Alabama for quite some time now. They know what they're doing. Men is, in fact, their middle name. So when you go in for that $99 initial consultation, they test your blood, check where your testosterone level is, your T level, and then find out it's low, and they go, we can jack that up a little bit. Let's talk about ways to make that happen. They can also talk to you about your ED, different ways that they can treat that. Your hair loss, your weight loss, all of these things fall into the same category. Men of a certain age tend to suffer from any or all of these things. You don't have to. The Alabama Men's Clinic can make your life better starting almost immediately. The Alabama Men's Clinic, alabamamensclinic.com. Make an appointment there in 30 seconds or less, or give them a call at 598-7000. Call today. Start changing your life almost immediately. 722 Dixon Dividing Talk, 99.5 Talk, 99.5.com. It's a Wednesday morning. It is a little on the brisk side, but not nearly as bad as we have experienced in the past, and not nearly as bad as it's going to be on Saturday morning when Steve West has to leave his house at a -2.
Maybe we pre-record those shows so Steve doesn't have to come in.
That's
That'd be nice.
Yeah, why don't we try that?
Yeah.
We should do that. See how that works.
Yeah.
Doesn't work out well. I've
No.
tried various forms of that.
Have you? Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
Well, then never mind.
Okay.
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the tip, though.
Well,
I appreciate
tried.
all
I'm
the
looking
different
out
ideas.
For you.
Keep trying.
Okay. 26 the high on Saturday, -2 the wind chill.
Woo!
Who wants to get up?
It
Anybody?
is difficult to imagine a time right now when you would find yourself sweating on a boat on the lake. And yet it will happen sooner than you think, because that's the great thing about the state of Alabama. We have about 2.5, 3 months of this. And then the rest of the time, it's all just sweetness and light, sunshine and sweat and beauty. And boy, oh boy, do I love a good boat from Rodney's Marine out there on Lake Logan Martin or any other lake, Lay Lake, Smith Lake, Lake Martin, any one of the lakes we got laying around this area. I'm ready to get on a boat from Rodney's Marine, Tri-Tune, Pontoon, Silver Wave, Starcraft, Suzuki powered, of course. Any and all of those available at Rodney's Marine with in-house financing and great low prices.
You know, Rodney's really great. He was like, hey, you guys come out and get on one of these pontoons. And if you've not been on a pontoon recently, and now, you know, with the Suzuki powered engines on the back of like a Silver Wave pontoon or a Tri-Tune, I mean, or the Savannah Center consoles, it's a blast. And as Richard said, we've got so many gorgeous lakes. Let's think about it. This really is a perfect time to purchase a boat. They always tell you that. The off season of whatever it is, that's when you want to purchase something. And right now it's anything lake-wise and boat-wise for, you know, what happens in the spring. And everybody wants to get back out. That's when you don't want to buy a boat. You want to buy a boat right now. Buy it now from Rodney's Marine and get a great deal. He's out there on Highway 231 on Lake Logan Martin and Cropwell. Visit him by going to Rodney's Marine on Facebook or their website, rodneysmarine.com, or call them. This is who you want to buy your boat from. They know everything about boats. They know everything about lake life. Rodney is going to take good care of you. 525-1500. That's 525-1500 for Rodney's Marine.
They are the best.
They are.
Man, oh man, oh man. It is Dixon and Vining got some weird show. I told you, you know, they want a pelt. They want a head. They want, you know, a scalp of some kind, talking about the left. And they've worked their way through the series of Trump people. Pete Hegseth was the first one that they were just insistent on. We got to get this guy. We got to get this guy. And they kept saying, he's unqualified for the job. He's doesn't have the experience. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have that. Personally, I think he's doing a great job. Mm-hmm. You think about it, the guy is the Secretary of Defense. What have we managed to achieve thus far with our military troops? Well, for one thing, we took out the nuclear capabilities of Iran in one of the best organized, most impressive raids in the history of the United States of America. I mean, you can go all the way back to World War II and not find, I mean, aside from maybe the attack on Normandy, you're hard-pressed to find something that went as swimmingly and smoothly as this one did.
Perfect. Strategically, they nailed it. They did it with precision like we've never seen before. Yeah. Amazing.
And I still kind of bask in the glow of that speech he gave that day when they called everybody together in one room.
And no one was like, what is this going to be about? I mean, everyone in that room. You could have heard a pin drop.
He got up there without a script, without teleprompters. The prompters were behind him, if you remember. And he basically gave a speech about how the military was not going to be playing those games anymore. There weren't going to be more dudes in dresses, and that our policy was now going to be FAFO, end of story. You know, these days are gone. This political correct nonsense is over. Fat generals and fat admirals walking the halls of the Pentagon will no longer be acceptable. You take PT along with your troops. Everyone's got to be able to pass the test. We want these people to be in shape. It was a brilliant speech on his part. Brilliant speech and extremely well done, and a great policy, I think. Anyway, they still wanted his head. They were like, how dare he suggest that our troops be in shape? Who does he think he is? Yeah. Then, of course, they've gone after RFK Jr. a couple of times.
Yep, they sure have.
Well, what is he talking about with the whole
vaccine
thing?
Wanting to eliminate some from kids?
How dare he? Why are you just assuming that whatever the and let's be clear on this, the drug companies were the ones who set the stage for all these vaccines. They were the ones who paid the politicians to say, we need you to add this shot to the schedule. Why? Automatic money. Every kid has to get it before they go to school, except, of course, the Amish. Every kid has to get it before they go to school, and that's just money in these drug manufacturers' pockets. So they basically poured money into the coffers of these House of Representatives members, Senate members, and then they went and voted, yeah, this, we should definitely do that. And they all get added to the schedule, and the next thing you know, the drug companies are making more money than ever. But nobody ever stops to think, wait, is this good for the kids?
Wasn't thought about until RFK Jr. is saying, hey,
Yep.
and Donald Trump
Yep.
saying, hey, let's take a look at this, you know?
Robert Kennedy Jr. brings it up, and everyone's like, how dare you? And he's like, no, how dare you? How dare you? He turns the food pyramid upside down, and they're like, we got to get rid of this guy. He's the worst. Because
The
he's
food
trying to
pyramid
make you
makes
healthy.
sense.
Yeah.
The food pyramid makes perfect sense.
Well, it's Kristi Noem's term in the barrel now.
Uh-huh.
They've decided they want to get her. Lots of requests, even getting some from GOP senators. And you just look at them and go, don't fall for that nonsense. Don't fall for that crap. Don't be that person who's like, yes, I guess she should be fired. No, she's doing a fine job. Now, she may have come out and made some misstatements in the wake of the Alex Preddy thing. Not a reason to fire her. Give her the opportunity to say, hey, I was told one thing. I repeated that information. I got bad information. Let's straighten it out. We're going to do a full investigation, find out how this happened. End of story.
Yeah, and it's one of the things that we've learned just, doing what we do daily, Richard, too. If you don't have, you're not looking at video that clearly shows you what's going on, it's best just to say, let's wait for this investigation to play out. And let's see if because if you think about the Renee Good shooting, there was one video. And then if you just waited 24, 48 hours, now you got 2 videos, 3 videos, all from different angles that give you a better view about what really happened that day. So it's very dangerous on day one or in the hours following some incident like that. Unless you know emphatically what happened, it's best just to hold your tongue a little bit and say, let's let this play out. Let's see what the investigation says. And she may have
firmly agree.
Yeah, just said a little more than she should have until all this came out. But that doesn't mean she's not done a good job or that she should be fired.
No. As a matter of fact, I think she's done a bang-up job.
Yeah, she has done.
Coordinating something of this size and shape is extremely difficult. By the way, have you noticed how all of this sort of pushed Greenland off the front page?
Yeah, hadn't heard much about that, have we?
Did we actually?
Watch. Trump's going to come out and go.
It yet?
He's going to go. It's ours now.
Yeah,
y'all so busy with everything going on in Minnesota. We got Greenland.
You weren't paying attention. We went in, we marched in, we took it over. It's done now. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thanks for following the distraction perfectly. Just exactly what we wanted.
He's rubbing his hands. My plan worked.
Good stuff. Dixon Dividing, Talk 995, Talk995.com. Zaxby's menu items ranked coming up next. 7:35, and the Jeff joke of the day is here.
Do share.
I've been looking for someone to brush my teeth with in the mornings. 9 out of 10 doctors say that brushing alone will not prevent tooth decay.
Thank you, Jeff. Good one.
First off, you should say dentists, not doctors. Let's be clear on that.
That's okay.
Secondly,
We know what he
make
meant.
the numbers smaller. 4 out of 5 dentists would work better than 9 out of 10. That just seems weird.
No, that only works really for Denteens.
Criticize.
Distracting.
Don't be critical of his
I'm
joke.
I'm trying to help him
We knew what he was.
be funnier.
Oh,
I'm
Richard.
helping him be better and
It was
funnier.
Jeff, just ignore him again.
No, don't ignore me. Pay attention to me.
It's a funny joke.
Dentists.
Dentist.
Be a better line there.
Yeah, well, he was in a hurry this
4
morning.
out of 5 dentists.
Listen, he brought us the joke.
Uh-huh.
Just be grateful that we got the joke.
I'm not really.
Oh.
7:35 with Dixon Eventing. We're on YouTube sometimes.
We are.
YouTube.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's Real Talk 995 TV.
That's where you can find us.
You should check us out
Yeah.
there.
Good
and
morning,
see
everyone.
How
See?
fantastic we look. We look unbelievable.
I don't look so great
We
this
look
morning. I have
amazingly
circles under my
good.
eyes. See?
Mm. I have triangles under mine. That's how bad things are. My house.
Triangles.
Yes.
Yeah, not much sleep last night in my
Sorry to hear
house.
that.
Mm-hmm. It was a little rough. Listen, let me just explain something. When I know that it happens, we get text messages going, "Hey, Val or Steve, hey guys, what's the name of that the gutter guy that y'all talk about?" All right, here's what I really want you to do, and because you just never know when you're going to need my good friend Daniel over at Noble Contractors, who is a veteran of the military, and this guy is just got the best prices on new gutters. He also repairs gutters. That's a big one, because many times you get gutters up on your house, and maybe you bought the house and the gutters were already there, or it's been a long time and you don't remember who put them up. Well, it's nice to know that you can reach out to Daniel at Noble Contractors to do the repairs on those gutters. So put this number, 422-3034, 205-422-3034. Put the number right now, store it in your phone, the contact. The contact is Noble Contractors. Daniel is who you'll be talking with. Tell him you're a Talk 99.5 listener. Get 10% discount on your new gutters with the gutter covers. Yes, so many people are like, well, does he have the covers? Yes, he does. And that's to help to keep the leaves and debris out of your gutters and you off the ladder so you don't hurt yourself. So many times you hear about that happening. So reach out to Daniel. He really is a great guy. Seamless 6-inch gutter installation and repair. He'll take care of any rotten wood behind maybe the gutters that you currently have. Maybe they've fallen off the side of the house. Just tell him what's going on and let him come out and give you a free estimate on the work that he'll do. NobleContractorsALA.com. That's the website. You can see his work on Facebook, Noble Contractors, and you can call him 422-3034.
All right. I was going to talk about Zaxby's items, but that just seems so limiting. So how about instead we do the I tried boneless wings from 5 chain restaurants and ranked them worst to best. You know how much I love boneless wings.
They're not wings.
A.K.A. adult chicken nuggets.
These are not.
Well, I mean, we did talk about bone-in wings last week, so
Exactly.
why don't we go ahead and talk about the adult chicken?
Maybe we should talk about the adult chicken nuggets now. This is from Business Insider. Tried boneless wings, adult chicken nuggets, from 5 chain restaurants and ranked them from worst to best. And here are the rankings. Least favorite came from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Least?
Which surprised
Wow.
me. At Buffalo Wild Wings, an order of 15 adult chicken nuggets, which included up to 3 different sauce flavors, was $24.99, including tax.
Ow.
15 adult chicken nuggets for $25. Given that the chain, famous for its wings, I was surprised that the chain's adult chicken nuggets landed last in my ranking. Well, I'm looking at the pictures of these things. Number 1, it looks like they were cooked in older oil.
Ooh.
And number 2, it looks like they may have been overcooked. Still, I enjoyed the flavor of the boneless wings, particularly the classic buffalo wings. They had a sweet, buttery flavor without packing too much spice. Why are we pretending that these chicken parmesan, they had the parmesan, garlic parmesan, honey barbecue, coated in the most sauce. And inside the boneless wings was moist. Okay. What are you complaining about then, boy, huh?
So it was the breading, I guess?
Might be. I think it's just that he's eating boneless wings and feels like an idiot. Next up were the boneless wings from TGI Fridays.
We don't have
Which
any
we
of
don't have
those.
one.
No, the TGI
Losers.
Fridays in Massachusetts. An order cost $18.29, and that was for, I'm going to say 15 probably again.
Okay.
Oh, no. It came with 8 of each flavor wing.
So 16.
I guess 16, yeah.
Gee.
Again, they looked like they were cooked in
So it's a
older
better
sauce,
price.
A little overdone. Buffalo wings are small, packed a decent amount of flavor. Most impressive by the Parmesan garlic wings. Oh, look at this. Apple butter barbecue wings. So there were 3. So you got 24 wings for $18.99 at TGI Fridays. Take that, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Well, that's a
Ooh,
bargain.
yeah, they're,
Huh?
they're beating your prices.
Take that.
Of course, we got to go to Massachusetts to get it.
Thanks. but
That's
no
true.
I'll pass. I was born there, and I'll pass.
You've been there. Boneless wings from Wingstop landed in the middle of the pack. Buffalo adult chicken nuggets were crispy on the outside. The garlic Parmesan adult chicken nuggets were covered in cheese. I guess that would make sense. It's Parmesan, right? And the
Okay.
hickory smoked barbecue flavor was sweet and smoky. Of all the sauces, this flavor paired best with the chain's ranch, which was creamy and mildly tart. They say that Wingstop makes its own ranch and it's really supposed to be good. But that's all I can say about that because I've never once been to a Wingstop. I've never even set foot in a Wingstop.
What's the matter with us? Why haven't we been?
I don't know that.
They're all over the place.
Well, there is one. I can't say there's one not near me. It's just I don't really drive down that road very often. So maybe I'll try to get over there at some point in the not too distant future. Then again, maybe not. The chicken meat inside
don't
was
commit.
juicy and filling. Exactly. I've learned my lesson. My second favorite adult chicken nuggets came from Applebee's.
Really?
These
Okay.
look totally oversauced.
So would
though.
they take the chicken nuggets from the kids and they put some sauce on it and serve it to the adults and call it a chicken wing?
It
boneless
absolutely looks
chicken
like
wing?
it. I mean, look.
Really?
Are you looking at these nugs?
That's what
These are adult chicken nuggets. There's nothing wingy about them at all.
No,
Let's not kid ourselves.
I'm not a fan of the boneless wing.
No.
It's like, come on, it's not a wing.
I agree wholeheartedly. The Buffalo adult chicken nuggets were packed with flavor. As the official grill and bar sponsor of the NFL, expected the chain's boneless wings to be good, and they delivered. Out of all the boneless buffalo wings I tried, these were the spiciest and most flavorful. They paired well with the chain's ranch, which was tangy and creamy and perfectly balanced for the heat.
So they
Then-
were fancy.
Garlic Parmesan, again, look oversauced to me, but what do I know? Honey barbecue wings, super oversauced. You know, you should be able to taste some of the chicken.
Yes,
Oh, you're looking for chicken with your sauce?
This
Okay.
is my
don't
take on
overdo on the
things.
sauce.
I was also impressed by the thickness of these adult chicken nuggets. They were impressive, large, and packed with tender, juicy chicken. They make them mostly out of, like, just breast meat, don't they?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's just chicken breast cut up into chunks and...
I believe you're right.
Okay.
Once again, let's call it what it is.
Well, this is the interesting part. Chili's came in first place for its flavorful boneless wings at a great value. If you look at the picture, these actually look like wings. They actually
Oh, do
put
they
some
They
bone
put
in?
it in the
effort-
shape of it.
They
They
took
shaped 'em.
some effort to try to make them resemble wings, which I appreciate.
Okay.
That's hard work right
They're
there.
not,
they're-
but they're not.
you get
kidding
paid extra for
anybody.
that, huh?
I don't know. Got 15 wings in 3 different flavors as part of Chili's popular triple dipper appetizer combo, which allowed me to select 3 appetizers for $17.89 and excluding tax at a Chili's in Ware, Massachusetts, of course.
How the
That's
heck-
not a bad price.
How the
Huh?
heck is Buffalo Wild Wings charging so much more than everybody else?
I don't know. Maybe
Suckers.
they're trying to
Like,
trying
yeah,
to,
really, that
they're
could
trying
be
to
true.
convince you not to buy the boneless wings. That's what
Yeah,
they're doing.
it
They're
must
like,
be.
don't do that. Buy
Yeah,
the
buy
real
the
wings.
wings.
Boneless wings from Chili's were the largest out of all the chains. They appear to be baked in the buffalo sauce rather than tossed in it after cooking. I like that. Buffalo sauce was sweet, slightly spicy, light buttery flavor. I tasted a strong citrus flavor, which I also enjoyed. And again, looking at this guy's holding an adult chicken nugget that looks like
a wing.
drum. Yeah, it
what
looks like
is-
a
that's
wing drum.
weird. The whole basket does.
It does. They did a really good job. Okay, this one, you took a bite out of this one already. This is the garlic Parmesan. Okay, says you like that. Really flavorful as well. Barbecue wings came coated in a smoky sauce. Too much sauce, but okay. Again, looks more like a wing than any of these others have. Loved the breading and the wings thickness. These were the winners for me. So if you're going to go get adult chicken nuggets, apparently the place to go is the place where you get your baby back ribs. For under $20, the Triple Dipper delivered incredible value with a generous portion of high-quality adult chicken nuggets that didn't skimp on flavor or size. Enjoy. Or go get real wings. That would be the other thing to do.
It seems a little crazy when you're talking about a little tiny piece of chicken and you're paying $1 a piece for that.
Yeah.
$1.
Yeah.
Noel
I know chicken is, I just bought some yesterday.
Yes, you did.
Noel checked in and said Applebee's nuggets are delicious. Real meat, half price before 6 every day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But chicken now, a boneless breast of chicken. We used to be able to get them for sometimes underneath $1. You're looking at $2.50, depending upon the brand and, what you're getting. So, and I understand that the price of chicken has gone up, but I don't know, that just seems really high.
It is high
Buffalo Wild
to
Wings.
me. Years ago, I ordered Pizza Hut on the app. And I thought, let's give this a try. I've never done this before. We're going to get this delivered on the app. Okay, we'll give it a shot. And I did. And I ordered wings. I ordered a pizza and some wings. And they showed up, and they put in boneless wings. I didn't order boneless wings. I very clearly on the order wanted real wings, actual wings, but they sent me boneless wings.
So what'd you do?
I'm like, I'm not going to send this
Yeah,
back.
so you ate them.
The guy's already in the car and driving
And
down the road. And it's
you're
too
that
late.
guy. We're like, this guy, he'll
Yeah.
go ahead and eat them. He won't
Yeah,
return them.
Exactly. So I thought, I haven't eaten boneless wings in a long time since I maybe tried them the first or second time and realized I didn't like them. Maybe my tastes have changed. No, they were garbage. They were complete garbage. I was just like, how do people even eat these things and look at themselves in the mirror with any sense of respect? Stop eating boneless chicken wings.
Just call
They're
them
not
nuggets. You're
they're
serving
adult,
nuggets.
They're adult chicken nuggets. You may as well just order off the kids' menu at that point.
It might be cheaper, actually.
I like the
Try
chicken
the
little
kids'
nuggets,
meal.
please.
I'd like 3 of those.
Can I have the
3
little
orders
Miss
of the little
Muffet chicken wings?
Let's eat like an adult, right?
746 with Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Dixon Divining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Download our app and listen to us anywhere and any time you like. Nobody can stop you. I mean, you got the app in your hands right there. There's nothing to slow you down.
No.
Plus, you can actually watch us on the YouTube video right there on the app. You can call us. You can text us from the app without disrupting the broadcast feed. There's a lot of good stuff about this app.
And it's free. That's the best part about it.
I like that,
We
too.
don't charge you anything for that.
Yeah, boy. That is Talk 995. Get our app and do it today. Work Trucks is downtown at 2324 3rd Avenue South. Over 100 vehicles on the lot at any given time. When you are looking to find yourself the truck of your dreams for your business, then this is exactly the place you want to go. Work Trucks is bringing them in from all over, putting through a 125-point inspection, and then selling them at great low prices. You can trade, you can finance, you can get an extended warranty. Their service center is right across the street. So even if you didn't buy your truck there, you can bring your truck to Work Trucks, and they specialize in getting you back on the road very, very rapidly. Whatever shape, whatever size, whatever style, whatever kind of truck it is you're looking for, Work Trucks going to have it for you at the price you want. Work Trucks, downtown 2324 3rd Avenue South, or online, Work Trucks with an X, LLC.com. They are all about trucks. A plane passenger, we're getting more and more of these stories. Plane passenger decided that she was going to have herself a little hissy fit. And when the person in front of her reclined her seat, she decided to put her feet up on the seat and use them as a footrest.
Yeah. So to describe this, kind of the heel of both of her feet are on the very top of the seat in front of her.
Yes.
Does that help describe it a little there?
Now,
What we got?
this is in Russia, where it's just bedlam. I mean, it's just communism all the time. It's horrible. People were beginning to talk to this woman and said, don't do that. That really looks bad. And apparently she was upset because she was not granted an upgrade.
Now there she's already whining.
Yeah.
I didn't get my upgrade.
And then secondly, upset because the person in front of her reclined her seat. I am sick to death of this concept that, oh, you should ask the person behind you before you recline. The seat was made to recline. I can recline, they can recline, everyone can recline. And by the way, they recline about 1.5 inches now. Have you noticed?
Yeah, it doesn't go back very far.
You're just like,
But that's on purpose.
really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Do
this.
you normally recline?
Well, again, Mr. First Class, we have
They
a
go
lot
back a
more
little
space.
further,
They go
yeah.
back a little bit further, a little more comfy. Yes, don't have that kind of problem.
I normally don't do it. I just,
Yeah,
it's not that much difference.
it's such a small amount,
Yeah.
and which is why it's funny to me when they're like, okay, put that seat back up, we're landing.
I'm like,
You're like
come-
really?
You're telling,
Really?
right.
Yeah.
Hey, lady.
Mhm.
Hey, lady.
Lady.
You're telling me
Loading.
that my life
Yeah.
is really.
That's it.
That's it. The difference in me, if we were to crash and me to survive or not
Yeah,
survive,
that's right.
is that chair. That's why I always laugh. I'm just
Upright,
like,
perfectly safe. Back here, 2.5 inches. Dead as a doornail. It's over for
That's
you.
part of the reason I leave this seat up because I don't want to hear her go, "Ma'am, move your seat up." I'm like, shut up. Really?
Mm.
And that bag, it's touching your feet, your toes. You need to get it up underneath that seat. Well, that's going to make all.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to pick the bag up and put it in my lap if we're about to crash. I help to suppress the crash.
Well, in addition to sitting in first class, I also have a trick where I try to book the first 2 seats so that you have just the wall in front of you, the bulkhead basically,
yeah.
and there's lots more space there. You get
There's
a
a
lot more
lot.
leg room there.
You're no
So,
doubt.
but you don't have any place that you can stash your stuff because there's no seat in front of you to put it under.
right.
So you have to put it all in the overhead compartment, and then you get up and get out what you need when you're flying
Mm-hmm.
once they turn off the seatbelt light. But for the most part, yes, that is the plan. And I've slept. I don't sleep very well on planes, but I did sleep on one coming back from Alaska. I think it was coming back from Seattle.
Yeah, that's a long flight.
long flight.
Yeah.
San Francisco, rather. Yeah, and managed to crash for a couple of hours on
Which
that one.
helps to make that go by faster too. It's like, oh, please let me just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because then when you wake up and you're at your destination and you're rested. It's awfully nice.
Well, the problem is that you always have, these flight attendants coming around and pestering you with stuff.
yeah,
Excuse
you
me,
need a
would you
Coke?
like some peanuts?
Can I get you some water?
Uh,
Give me
I-
those Biscoff cookies
I don't
and
know.
we'll be done here.
Did you notice I was asleep? Did you see that? See, the hard thing to do on a plane is sleep. The easy thing to do is to drink a Coke. Don't wake me up from the hard thing to do the easy thing. Don't you see how this works?
Yeah, she doesn't want to come back with that Coke, though.
Could I please have
That's
the
what it is.
Barbie pillow
She don't wanna
and
come
the
back
little
with a
tiny
diet
She wants
blankie?
to come through one time.
I just need the toy pillow and the infinitesimal blanket that you're going to give me. Even in first class, you don't get a real pillow.
Oh, no.
They still give you the little itty-bitty tiny.
You know, I've got a
Oh,
I
the
don't know.
horror.
I don't know whether it came that way or not, but my son had a sleeping bag and came. There was just a small little pillow, and I was like, man, that thing is perfect for traveling. It's about the size of the one that they hand out on the plane.
Gotcha, but it's
It's got
your
its
very
own
own.
little pillowcase. Right.
Don't worry about-
no
no-
one else has drooled on it.
No lice.
Right. No lice.
no lice attacking you.
That's right.
That's a
And
positive
they're like,
thing.
oh, no, we change those little paper pillowcases all the time. Oh, sure you do. About as often as you change the little headrest flappy thing that
Sure.
you put your head on.
Well, you never do that.
Ew.
Let's not kid ourselves. What is the deal with Americans? We are so like hardcore. They bring you these headphones and they're wrapped up in plastic. You know, they're completely sealed, hermetically sealed, and
Yeah.
you're like,
do
but
they
I'm,
still do that?
I'm putting my head on
Yeah,
a
they
thing
will
that
if you buy
Are
them
they?
now.
9,000 other people have put their head on this thing in the past 3 days, but the headphones are sealed. Gotcha. Just to be clear, why can't you give me the whole Coke can? Just drop it off, just right here. You're not sharing that with anybody else. Let me have all the Coca-Cola. Well, in my case, the Coke Zero or the Diet Coke.
Yeah,
as the
whatever
case
it
may
is
be.
Richard's drinking.
Yeah, along
don't
with the
know.
rum or the vodka, whatever I have in there.
And the sunshade, I have this question. If it's really, really bright outside and that sunshade is in between your seat and the seat behind you,
Yeah.
who controls the shade?
Who makes the call? That's a good question.
Right.
I'd like some answers
You know
on
what I
these
do
things.
as soon as I get in the seat? If I'm sitting in the window seat, it's mine.
You just
Oh,
decided
sure. I
it.
just, close it.
Yeah.
Or if I need to, I want to see outside, lift that sucker up.
What's really sad is when you see where those windows are, you see how few seats there used to be on the airline.
Yeah, because it used to be a seat
Yes.
for each window.
Used to be a seat for each window, and then somewhere along the line they went, we can shave 2
Move 'em
inches
up,
out of
move
each
'em up,
seat.
Move these seats up.
And then later they went, well, let's shave another inch. And the next thing you know, now you got windows splitting seats, and you're like, how much money is enough for you vipers?
That's right.
I mean, seriously, you're already
They should have-
soaking me for first class.
We should have never allowed, and like you and I have control over it,
Right.
airlines to build airplanes where you could move the seats on that little rail on the
How
floor.
dare you.
How about just attach them to the floor? They
That's
never
right.
move.
Bolt those suckers
Bolt
down
'em
and
down.
keep them there.
I don't want to hear that you can shift them up or back.
I don't want this seat moving one
That's
iota.
right. I paid a lot of money
Not while
for
I'm
this
in it,
seat.
not after it lands, not ever. The seat stays right where it is. Yikes.
Oh.
In the upright, up
Do you
back
ever?
position.
Do you ever? You're on a long flight. I try not to use the restroom if I don't have to.
Oh, me neither.
But if you're on a long flight and you've had a Coke, a whole can, you're bound to.
Mhm.
I'm so afraid every time I get into that restroom, we're going to hit turbulence and I'm going to end up dying in that bathroom. I'm like, no, please, no turbulence. And so I rush through it and hurry up and get back to the seat. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be found dead in here.
Nobody
you know what
wants
I mean?
to die.
I don't want to die in the bathroom of
In
the
the bathroom.
plane.
I do agree with Jerry Seinfeld, though. For some reason, the lighting in that bathroom just makes me look fantastic. I look in the mirror with that lighting, and I'm like, why can't every mirror make me look this good?
Why can't we have that in
That
our
looks
studio? Wouldn't that be nice?
I also love the bit he does about the hole for the razor blades.
Is that still there?
That's in
I
there?
haven't
You're
looked
like,
for it.
Hold on, who is shaving on a plane, for starters, and who's shaving so much they're going to go all the way through a blade?
Who's got razor blades?
We got
You're not supposed to be
werewolves?
traveling
Exactly.
with those.
Why are we letting those on the plane at all? That's not supposed to happen.
No.
I need some answers here.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't traveled anywhere by plane in a long time, and obviously I miss it because I really enjoy getting on a plane.
I want to
and
know.
traveling.
I want to know the person that came up with the medicine cabinet with a razor blade slot in the back of the medicine cabinet. My
Yeah.
dad used to do that. He would shave and throw it back there, and I'm like, where's that going? Down the wall of the house?
I bought a house that was built in 1921. It had that in the back of the medicine cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
And when I took that wall down, because I was replacing all the walls, I was insulating and rewiring and all this stuff. When I took that thing down, it was about 40 years worth of razor blades piled
Wow.
up in the wall behind there. Rusty and nasty. It was basically.
And were they just right where the medicine cabinet is, or
Yes.
do they go all the way
No,
down?
they go all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no fire breaks in this wall. It was tetanus waiting to happen
Oh
in
yeah.
that wall is
You
what
needed
it was.
some really thick gloves.
Yeah, boy.
Pick those up.
Yep. It was It was a biohazard is what it was.
Jeez.
All right, we'll be back in a moment. It's Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Drop us a line, why don't you? 545-9950, and tell us what's on your mind.